Hello and welcome to me having a look-see at the Forgotten. If you're confused what it is, hold on a second. Oh, co-developed and published by THQ. Oh, is this me? There we go, look at that. Look at those miserable beggars. And look at this, yes, Altered Beast. You know the Altered Beast? Also, yeah, there's no sound there in the main menu, or the start menu, but this here. Little brief explanation. So, 3 to 6 games. If you've seen The Forgotten for The Revenge of Shinobi, that name would mean something to you, and also would clue you in as to why this is not a traditional Forgotten, and why it's been fucking smushed together fly style above having a look-see. Because I do not have high hopes for this, and I do not wish to give it the benefit of the doubt. So let's just see. Press right button. Okay, this... Oh boy. He's doing it around. Alright. Tight. Fair enough. You couldn't even do the voice thing.
Rise from your grave.
Yeah. Okay, immediately. This is... Ooh. Wait, can you... The jump button is the shoulder button. I suppose 3... Yeah, Game Boy Advance 2 buttons. Okay, immediately, this game feels nicer to play than Revenge of Shinobi. So yeah, immediately actually, as a whole, this game is better than Revenge of Shinobi. It looks nicer, it plays better. The enemies kind of look like ass. The music is... Okay, the only thing I can hear in the music is someone standing by just smacking a wooden brick. No, I need to... Down! No! Wait, what? Oh, I thought that was a morph ball. Guess... No. Yeah, aesthetically it still has that similar look to it, where it's just... God, your walk animation, sir, is rather... Yeah, it's not stuff. Maybe it is a bit stuff actually. He's very much an action figure in motion. Remember what I said about the game playing better? It does, but unfortunately, it's... Yeah, okay. Playing this longer than 10 seconds confirms, yes. AI. Okay, that was my fault, really, so I stood there. Kinda just walk towards you, and then you just kinda, if you're quick enough, they can't do a damn thing about it. I should talk about the... Yeah, this was going... Ah, boy. See, this seems like a erosion, right? Sure. Ah, yeah. Minotaur prick, or you... Then you're No, you're not a Minotaur. I can't remember what you're called, but screw it, doesn't matter, because I don't think the developers give a damn either. So as you're saying, is like, this is going to be forgotten because, hey, it's an Altered Beast game. Who remembers the GB Altered Beast? Probably some poor sod that was given to us as a child, but other than them... So, it has all the things there, but unfortunately, it's just the terrible voiceover of the original game just completely diminishes any attempt to do it again. You can't have a clean and perfectly understandable level up. It needs to be mangled and just kind of... Okay, you're holding back the auto scroll. Yeah, yes. Boy, I am glad I did not make this a fully edited thing. Just immediately. Yeah, you smack me, I don't care. Just you just come out with your idle animation, being, oh, hello, I'm melt. What are you actually? You're kind of zombie-ish, but you're a big melty fecker with 3 fingers paused. No, you have more fingers than that. It's just your model's kind of indistinguishable. The attack is more responsive. This thing is, yeah, this just generally plays. Those heads over their lives, yes, they are. God, does this keep coming? God, I am not. Why have I not transformed yet? Lads, Altered Beast, not a good game. I played a lot of it. It ain't a good game. What was the sole thing that made that game have... It was the sole redeeming quality of that game. I'll tell you what it was. It was transforming. What have you... What have we been doing so far? We have done jack shit. We've fucking leveled up once. Why have we not beasted? Lads, you can't drag this out. God. You made a better playing game, but unfortunately your idea of level progression or pacing is still fucking sludge. Bloody hell. Oh god, no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh wait. Okay. Apparently. The buffer he gets, the more incapable movement he gets. I mean, I guess that makes sense. Or the more it's just, are we going to transform into T-Rex? He's going, oh no, I can barely move my arms. First he can barely move his legs, then he can barely move his arms, and he just fell back like a fucking orangutan. Oh boy. Oh, I want to see the beast and how it animates now. Oh, so we need to see a transformation of the beast. Like that's one of the main things. If you think about the original. Oh wait, yeah, just you know what? Yeah, kick. Oh, what's your downward kick? Yes, you did not think of something better, did you? The transformation scene in the original is actually one of the things because it looks bloody great. Don't have high hopes, if I'm honest. Wait, would it be in? Oh, this is a bad. Like once again, it's like, don't get me wrong, original Ultra Beast encounter design wasn't exactly. Why doesn't earthquake cause explosions? Like the oh god, what am I? Ultra Beast fucking counters weren't exactly the gold standard then. God, these visuals are too fucking busy. Like, look at the abundance of foreground objects. It's a fucking mess. What I'm trying to say is, counter's not great. It feels like they're just flooding the screen with enemies with no regard for whether or not it's actually enjoyable. Which I guess makes sense for anything so far they've experienced from 3D6 games. Where did you go? Whereas this Ultra Beast, transforming into the beast is great, isn't it? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! What is this lanky wanker? Is it weird that the first thing that came to mind was the Spawn film? Think. Back in the day. Think about Ultra Beast, thinking about your man, Wolfman. I mean, it's basically just a hairy man wearing a wolf mask. But think of that. Look. And look at this lanky load with his fucking paintbrush shoved up his arsehole. Oh dear, if you're wondering, like I need to get on it. If you're wondering the order of game releases, this is the game after Revenge of Shinobi. Why the hell, after Revenge of Shinobi, 3D6 games were granted the fucking Altered Beast license? THQ, what were you at? Like I said, this is an improvement over Revenge of Shinobi. This is their, as a studio, if I remember correctly, their second game. I should have checked to see what their games were after this. A note from editing. Yeah, Ultra Beast is the second game. Their second to last game. Hey, look at it, for God's sake. The Revenge of Shinobi 2002, Altered Beast 2002. That may partially explain how the hell they actually got to release Altered Beast, considering the fact that apparently we're working both these at the same pissing time. And before that, what we got? Oh, Man NFL, Disney's Atlantis, there's something else they've forgotten, I'm sure someone touched on that. Tetris World, Army Men, Sage's Heroes, Sturgis Heroes 2, Road Rash, Madden 2001. 2000, 2000, 2000, 2001, 2001, 2001, 2002, 2002. I have no hopes for anything. This is what they released. This is their 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th game. It took 8 games for them to get something that I would consider playable. Or at the very least, I should not say playable. Like, I described Ren Shinobi as confident but feeling bad. The closest thing to pleasant. It took 8 games. Okay, Madden NFL, that's not going to... They can't compare these to this. This is probably a generic platformer. This is Tetris. I was going to say, how could you screw up Tetris, but... well, there's evidence on the contrary to that one. This could be a top-down thing. Let's have a look. We're here. Let's just have a quick check. Road Rash, yeah, this is... God, could you cock up Road Rash? Yeah, you could. Let's see. Of course... What was I expecting? Of course we're not going to see the Game Boy Color version effect. Whatever. So yeah. And also, yeah, if you didn't notice, 2013, 2002. Haven't been heard from since. So that's 3D6 games. You know what? This is probably going to be our goodbye. Also, what did dawn on me after the fact? Constantly throughout this video, I'm going to say, I've not already said, can't remember now. Oh, it's like the Revenge of Shinobi, but it plays well. So anyway, 3D6 games have managed to make it so I can, it's my point of view, factually say that Altered Beast is better than the Revenge of Shinobi. Good job, lads. Maybe I'll look into it, maybe that will be a thing. It's so bad!
Welcome to your doom.
Yeah, you just can't... Where is this spoilers? Oh, and just shoot the pullers. Oh, yeah, that's right, it's a game maybe 3 to 6 games, that means the boss fights suck ass. Why is he propelling shields? Like, I know, like, it's a Spartan and all, but for fuck's sake. Okay, so the second phase is... Oh wait, it hit me. Yeah, sure, I'll continue. I don't give a damn if I use up all my continues or not. You think I'm going to keep playing this? Tripe. Wait, so those are hitting me, but it doesn't actually look like they're hitting me. Like, there was any hit reaction. Wait, what? Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously, I had... Do you not understand physics 3D6 games? Do you not understand how this would work? Look at the... This is a 3-pillar structure. Why is he shooting lasers from his eyes? Ah, you know, Spartans. And there are laser eyes. You know it well, don't you? You remember the tales. Fuck's sake. And then just... What the hell was that? What the hell is that? Why am I getting hit by like what? Also, how long did that take to transform? I got distracted with the visual. Think about... Jesus. Alright, see. It's level select, because yeah, this is what Altered Beast needed. Think about the original Altered Beast. You transformed into a wolf. If you got all the orbs, it's possible to miss. Within a minute. This game, I'm pretty certain that took over 5 minutes. Again, they have no idea how to pace a game. Everything gets dragged out until it's practically torn asunder. It was the same with Shinobi. If you saw raw gameplay of Shinobi, it was, here is nothing, stretched out for 5 minutes, or actually longer than 5 minutes. Like, when I said in the Forgotten, oh, it took 8 minutes to get to the first enemy, that was not a joke. From starting the game to the cutscene playing, to you fighting that first enemy, that was 8 minutes. I'm double checked to be certain. That is 3D6 games pacing. Everything is dragged out Like, oh, I don't need to say, you saw it there now. And yeah, guess what? Combat, boring already. It plays better than Ren Shinobi, and that's about all I can say about it. It's still... The level design... Okay, we got it faster that time, so that's something at least. Like, this is still boring, it's still animated like trash. The visuals aren't as blurry outside of the... Oh no, the wee little fecker's chaff! No, we need to rescue the wee little fecker. If you can't ride the wee little fecker... If the wee little fecker's so fit as to be Also, that's the weird thing about the wee little feckers as well. If I remember correctly, that was a weird through line between Ultra Beast and Golden Axe. That's where you can't ride the wee little feckers in this. I'm thinking of Golden Axe. Ah, Golden Axe. That's another game like Ultra Beast that was maybe a tad too simple for his own good. No, I would say it was still a far better game than Ultra Beast. What are you? No, you're just set dressing. Alright. Oh. Okay, now we can actually think about music more at second level. Yeah, it's kind of nothing. It doesn't have that generic, like, Japan thing to... It's just even more... Boy. How to describe this animation? I'm actually trying and I'm struggling. No, that's just... I can't get anything. Oh yes! This is what this game was missing. Haste. If there's one thing this game needed, it was the means to move faster and just kind of miss enemies. Or misjudge where enemies are and just run into them, take damage. Yes. Pivotal to making this game function. I am fed up playing this game. You're probably fed up. You probably got fed up hearing me talk about this game in any sort of way 10 minutes ago. Which is probably the start of the video. I do not know how long I've been going for. This is why. This is what Revenge Shinobi taught me. It's wise to maybe look at the game before you decide to just outright dedicate your time to writing about it. There were other things I was planning on doing, things that actually would have been good, but I thought, you know, Revenge Shinobi, because it's called Revenge Shinobi, that would be a novel thing that no one probably really thought of in some time. That would be an interesting thing to make a video out of. Unfortunately, they decided to farm it out to feckin' some cretins that didn't have the budget, didn't have the time, who knows. I'm only gonna say this thing, when I say didn't have the budget, didn't have the time, I want to say that instead of saying our craft, because like, I don't know the conditions. God, I just don't care. The apathy rate is pretty much the same as Ren Shinobi was after the first level. It's just, yeah, you know what, this is what this is. I'm done. Whatever the next Forgotten I'm doing, I am going to feckin' look at the game, play it for more than 20 minutes, don't just do it based on name alone. Maybe it'll go better, I don't know. I'm just rambling at this point because I don't know what to say because there's nothing to say, because as with Ren Shinobi, you run out of things to say after the first level. What? And now he's choking to death. I was going to say you look fine, which you do look fine, but then you animate it and it's just... Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to shut up, I'm just going to skip forward. If anything interesting happens, you will see it. And I don't want any cheating, no looking down at the time left in the video, so you can say, oh, he's just going to skip and he's just going to turn off the video. None of that, don't do that. This could go on for another 5 minutes, this could go on for 10 minutes, who knows? Maybe we'll be here for another hour. We won't be.
But you never know. You do know though, and I know too. I'll probably just give up halfway through this level. I don't know how much of that you could actually discern. It's probably rather incomprehensible.
Welcome to your doom.
I feel like I'm just fighting a sweet corn-toothed mummified penis. You know what? I'm done. I am done. You know what I want to say to you? How many levels are there? This is great. Think about how boring that was. 1, 2, this is counting along with Arebuckle. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That is 14 levels too many. Ah, 3d6 games. Did you do anything good? Maybe we'll find out. That is kind of an empty statement. I don't actually think I'm ever going to find out, and you know what? I'm happy with that.